Hang there.
I got it.
Yeah.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
Got it.
We're rolling. Go ahead.
Practice. What did you think about practice?
Practice, I think things have gone well. Our first 3 practices I thought were real crisp. We went Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Got into full pads on Saturday, and they got a couple days. Came back today. We're installing a lot on both sides of the ball, and a lot of times people won't go full speed against each other when you're doing that. And we've decided to go ahead and teach it that way, and there's a lot of thinking and process going on, but certainly seen some good things and seen some things that we'll have to correct, but we're not having to scream and yell at them about playing hard. They're hustling around, and we just got to keep coaching and teaching, but we feel good about the direction we're headed.
Are you as amazed as we are that Marcus Jones is out there and able to do what he already appears to be able to do this quickly?
Yeah, that is truly an amazing story, and right now we're not having full contact with him, but he's doing pass shell and all those kind of things. But capably, if we weren't cautious about it, it's one of those things where you just don't want something to happen that's not necessary. But he truly is an amazing story to be able to do what he's doing, and he's had a great. I'll have to go back and look at film, but the first 3 practices, the kid never dropped the ball. So he'd really gotten better with having an ACL injury, which is kind of an amazing thing.
How much do you expect Devin Crawford to up his game this year compared to
a lot? I think if we're going to have a real good football team, he'll have to take what he did last year and continue to grow. He had some big catches towards the end of the year, and he's a gifted athlete. He's got a good attitude. He's getting better all the time, but he'll have to, he's going to have to help, our quarterbacks and make some plays, on the deep ball and things of that nature, which he can do. And so he's real critical to our success.
Can you think back to last year, 4 practices in? Could you? It didn't even begin to resemble what they do this year.
No, it's and again, I think it's just being comfortable. I think that I look out there and we've got I think 7 or 8 kids that came in at semester. We've got 4 or 5 that I'd actually got a chance to visit with in their homes, and then everybody else I really didn't know. And so it's a deal where I think I know who our players are a little bit more, know how to coach. You can't coach everybody the same. I probably made some mistakes in who to motivate and how to motivate them, so to speak. And I think I've learned more about them. I think they've learned more about what we expect. And I just think, we're a year older, a little bit more mature on what to do. And I think one of the players, I said, it's the first time that we've had some stability coaching-wise, knock on wood, is that, they don't have the same, they have the same coach they had a year ago, and some of them been through a lot of coaches, and so that may have a lot to do with it. They see the same faces academically, out here on the football field, in the weight room, they're seeing the same people, for the second year, and that hasn't happened, here in a long time. That's not any disrespect to anybody, it's just happened that way, so I think that's helped us a little bit.
It seemed like you had to do a lot more stop and correct stuff right now, right here, last year than you don't have to do hardly anything this year.
Yeah, and I think part of that has to do, I think we're trying to do a better job of coaching off the film and move practice along, and if there is something. And then the other thing, I think sometimes, and you don't want to coach caution into things, and so I think that we're, hey, play fast. If you make a mistake, move on, keep playing fast. We'll get it corrected off film. We'll teach you, and just don't keep making the same one over and over. Now, if we have the same ones over and over each day, then we'll have to do something about it. But, I think that, again, I just think there's a better familiarity in what we're trying to get accomplished.
And you hit 3 snaps a minute during the running drills there. It's pretty amazing. You couldn't have come anywhere close to doing that last year.
No, I think, again, that's a credit to the coaches and the kids, and with us, we still don't think we're playing fast enough, so it's one of those things where I think it's a mentality, but I think it's the where you look at the position more than anything. If you look on the offensive side, I look at the quarterback situation. Marquise had never even taken a snap, so he's totally different and than it was last spring. And then I look at guys like Spencer Reeves, who's a kid that didn't go through spring ball last year, and then fall was like a spring ball to him. and the improvement, you know, Spencer's made, and James Manuel. They just, you know, they understand things more, so they play faster.
Speaking of James, what made you think he would be your linebacker?
Well, he in a situation with all the people that are getting the good inside receivers and running vertical routes on you, and asking him to do that on an outside receiver or an outside receiver's movement, it was difficult for him. He's that in-between guy that you're looking for, because we're going to play a spread offense one week, you're going to play two back, and he's that in-between guy, and we felt like moving him down gave him a better chance to play in the box, not being as much space, and you know, use his abilities better. And because I'm telling you, at safety, you're playing like Derek Wells. We moved to safety. Derek went from 175 to 200 pounds, and he can run, and he can cover those type of routes, where James is probably better match up on a linebacker or a running back. And so we're just trying to get more speed on the field, you know, and so that allows us to do that. And it's been a good move for James. I think he feels good about it. You know, I had to kind of, you know, when you recruit a guy, you'd like to recruit a guy just like that and play linebacker, you know, that has the ability to run and still also be physical enough to play in the box. And again, with the way offenses are, that guy's going to be outside and he's going to inside, and it prevents you from maybe having to go nickel all the time. He can be a guy, can be a nickel back, and you can disguise a little bit of what you're doing.